Welcome to another video. It's been a little while. I've been sitting on these. I've had them in my fridge for a bit now. I just haven't done the video yet. But we're gonna do it today. This is, you see that? Oh man, the colors are... Hold on, let me fix it. I might fix it. It's Y3000 Creations, Coca-Cola Y3000. There's a couple interesting things to say about this. It's part of the Creations series, which I believe I've had the Coca-Cola Dream World one, and I believe the Ultimate Coca-Cola was also part of that. I'm not 100% on that. I think it was, but as far as I know, this is the only other one, and it released like last month. I think I kind of I'm kind of late, really late on this one, but I have it. We're just going to try it. I haven't been particularly too impressed with the Creation stuff. Dreamworld was interesting. I believe it was called Dreamworld. It was kind of had like a marshmallowy flavor. And I think Ultimate Coke was kind of similar. It tasted very similar to me. I couldn't really tell you what exactly the flavor was, but I think because it was like a League of Legends collaboration, I found it kind of... I'm spilling it already. I found it kind of bland. I felt like they could have done something more interesting with it. The thing about this, though, and I don't know if you can see this on the camera. You can't really, I don't think. It says futuristic flavored. Can I? It's trying to focus on me. There it is. Futuristic flavored, co-created with artificial intelligence. My camera does have focus, which is interesting. It does have that. I didn't know it had that, but it does. I mean, I guess most cameras probably do. I don't know much about cameras, okay? Don't get mad at me. Yeah, futuristic flavored co-created with artificial intelligence. This is what I heard about it, that it was basically flavored with artificial intelligence, and I have no idea what that means. I mean, obviously, it says co-created on the can, which originally I believe they were advertising it as just fully AI created. Which, what does that mean? I mean, does that mean they took every flavor of, like, cola ingredients and put it in a box and said, here, generate something out of that? I don't know. I don't even know what AI necessarily even entails anymore. It seems like kind of a nebulous term to just refer to something. Like, there's computer generation, there's, like, just random generation, where it's like they could have taken a bunch of stuff and just like randomly, like, all right, here's the ingredients, pick one of these random things. That's not AI, though. AI is like, oh, it comes up with it itself. It's got like some sort of intelligence. It's like it has like some sort of learning element, to the algorithm, that it's able to just sort of figure something out itself. I don't know, but then people describe like AI generated images, and it's just like an image that like took a bunch of images from like Google and was like, all right, let's kind of like merge stuff together, and you can kind of see where the inspirations are coming from. And to me, it's like, it's only like it's still described as like AI. I don't know if it's actually really like, what part of that is AI though? It's just like I don't know. I'm really confused by it in today's vernacular, what AI even means anymore. To be honest, the scent of it is kind of interesting. But I'm gonna pour it. It's cola colored, I assume. They always are. It's also kind of, usually I record during the day if it's a not an alcoholic beverage, but just because the lighting is usually, it's really dark in this room at night because I only have this lamp over here. And I don't have like a lamp in the ceiling or anything. We just have like an indirect light over there. It's not great. So, and then the computer screen obviously has a really big glare. Maybe I should turn that off for this, but I also have to have that anyways. All right, I'm gonna try it. It smells interesting, and it's reminding me of something, but I've got to try it. It's weird. I don't actually know how to describe this. Usually with something like this, there's some flavor of it that kind of stands out to me that I can kind of compare it to. And I feel like in my brain, it's like there's something there that I'm recognizing. But I can't entirely tell you what it is. There is a little bit of that sort of marshmallowy, light sugariness, which definitely comes through more when you're smelling it. But in the taste, there's definitely like some sort of strong, fruity bite to it that I'm not sure what that is. It's giving me like kind of a tutti frutti. I don't know if that's a term that people use too much anymore. I don't even really know what tutti frutti means. But I remember when I was younger, there were like jelly bean. You could get like a jelly bean that was like tutti frutti flavor. There was like gum. I believe there was a gum that was kind of like tutti frutti. Kind of like if you, man, I'm gonna throw out another thing that I don't know if people are gonna know, like zebra stripes gum. You know, just kind of, or maybe even juicy fruit. The juicy fruit gum. Do they sell juicy fruit anymore? Frick, man. That's the thing about getting old is stuff just disappears, and you don't even think about it until you think about it, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't think I've seen juicy fruit in like years. They might not sell it anymore. I have no idea. I remember the thing about juicy fruit. I used to there was definitely like a month where I was like really into juicy fruit, but the thing about juicy fruit, every time you like chew it, if you chew on it for too long, it starts just like melting, in your mouth. It just starts like dissolving into like this gross like flavorless gunk that you have to like spit out and like it's nasty. I hated that, and I stopped chewing juicy fruit specifically for that reason. It's the only one I think that did that. There's just something about it that made it like dissolve, and it didn't even feel like I would chew it for that long. It was just like eventually that would happen. But yeah, it gives me kind of that vibe. You know what I'm also hitting on here though a little bit? I think that fruitiness, it's either leaning more towards like pomegranate or like a cranberry, but without the dryness of the cranberry. Maybe more like a pomegranate. I don't know, that's the vibe I'm getting. It's kind of like a pomegranate fruitiness mixed with like a cloudy marshmallow sort of thing. I don't know why I would use cloudy to describe a flavor. But it's just like, I don't know, cloudies associate marshmallows with being kind of cloudy, I guess. So that's why I'm saying that. It's just marshmallowy, I don't know why I'm always getting, every one of these like creations ones, I'm getting like a marshmallowy sort of thing. It's like the Peeps Pepsi. I think it's ever since the Peeps Pepsi, man. That stuff ruined me. I only got this in these tiny cans because I just wanted to get a bunch of them. I would have wished they put these in like the regular size cans, but it's always with these creations, it's always the small cans, or you just buy the 12 ounce bottle. They also, I believe, have a zero sugar. I think this is still in stores, but I think it was introduced in September. So I'm not actually sure. We're already halfway through October. Time really flies. I've had these in my fridge for probably a month. But this is actually like quite an improvement. I think this is my favorite one of these so far. I feel like you can kind of taste the change over time, the development of Dream World to this. It feels like going from that to like Ultimate. Honestly, like I said, Ultimate kind of just tastes almost exactly like Dream World to me, at least from what I remembered from my memory of it, which was a few months after I'd tried it, but. I think in terms of flavors, I feel like my memory is usually pretty good on like remembering what something tasted like, and it just tasted the same. This does not. It like I said, it's slightly. I can taste the hints of it, but there's definitely something else there. There's definitely some more like fruitiness, tutti fruitiness to it, on top of what might have been there before from Dream World. So it feels like it's just something else. As well. But it's not bad. I like this one. This one's pretty good. I think it definitely hits on the vibe they're going for as well. Like this kind of like, I don't know, sound aesthetic. Y3000 kind of makes me think of like a dubstep sort of somebody that creates electronic music, but sort of lightly colorful. Also, because it's like pink and blue, the association I make with pink and blue is cotton candy, which might be an element of this now that I think about it. I remember there was like a cotton candy ice cream that I used to get all the time. That could be something. That could be something to this. It could be like a cotton candy infusion. That might explain some of the fruitiness with the marshmallowiness. I could see that. I don't know. It could be. This isn't one of those situations where it's like, guess the flavor. You know, it's just, it has whatever it has. It's just flavored. The appeal of it is just that it was created with artificial intelligence, I guess. They're not trying to be like, oh, guess what it is. It could be anything. It could be nothing. It could not be trying to emulate anything at all, honestly. Could just be trying to be like, oh, make something like flavorful, but not just normal Coke. AI is a whole thing, you know. It's a whole legal thing as well, which is another element of the problem of trying to develop a cola with artificial intelligence. It's like you could only really feed it, you know, your own proprietary stuff that you own, your own colas. So is it just like, oh, vanilla Coke and cherry Coke? Come on, AI. Think you've got those. Think of something else. This is like, what's the AI gonna do? It's just gonna like probably just like put them together, or just like take a new fruit that hasn't been used before. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. That's it. It's interesting. If you want to try it, it is my favorite of the Coca-Cola creations. I don't know how long it's gonna be around, really. Because these do seem to be like this weird experimental thing that Coca-Cola is doing, but not something that I don't know that they're looking to like put out long term. Just definitely these like minor little releases to increase some sort of sale from just the intrigue of it, I suppose. It's interesting. I like it, and I like talking about these. But that'll do it for the Y3000. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more videos like this, then, you know, please, you know, you can subscribe, indicate to me that you enjoyed the video, that you'd like to see more of the videos, and then I'll know that I did something right this time, you know. All right, goodbye.